All right, so let's take a look at what you're going to receive at post-acquisition audit. So first and foremost, we'll put your logo here, which says Acme Co., just so that you know this is a template. This is an example of one. This is not a real one that we have conducted for someone because we try to keep that information as confidential as possible, unless they blatantly tell us that they want us to use it as promotional property. Anyway, so we'll put your logo here, make it look nice, and then give you an overall summary of what we have found. Then we'll give you a score, 0 to 10, 10 being the best. So for this particular one, 4.7, kind of right in the middle. How do we get to that 4.7? Well, we have two different categories. We have our marketing scorecard and we have our sales scorecard. And then inside of those scorecards, we have our subcategories. So we're looking at offer copy creative, landing page and funnel, opt-in and application, scheduling confirmation, and then takes the average of those scores and produces that 4.8. And then with the sales scorecard, lead nurture, first call, if you're doing a two-step process. If not, this would not be equated into your score. Your close call, your post-call follow-up, and overall sales score. So what we would do here when we're going through and scoring everything is that we would look deep into your publicly facing offer copy creative, landing page funnel, et cetera, and go through it as a prospect. For the sales scorecard, we'd actually opt in and we would schedule a call with your team. So we would receive the lead nurture, the text, the emails, the phone calls. We would attend the sales calls themselves as an undercover prospect and give you feedback and grade the overall experience. And then after we say no, because we're not going to buy your product right away, we want to see what that follow-up is going to look like, whether it's the phone calls, the emails, text messages, how do they follow up, etc. And we'd give you a detailed score on that, which is how we get our overall marketing and sales score, which then equates to how we got to a 4.7 out of 10 for this particular example on the acquisition score. Now, scrolling down here, you're going to look at your marketing scorecard, your sales scorecard, same scores we got up here, but you're going to get a written breakdown. This is what we found. This is what needs to change. Again, this is an example. We want to be as detailed as possible. So when we do yours, it's probably going to look a little bit beefier than the two sentences that are here because we want to give you exactly what we have found, what needs to change, and exactly what we would do to change it. But I wanted to use this as a soft example so you can see what you would get. So same thing for the sales side of things. Nurture, first call, close call, post call, follow up. All of that is going to have findings and what needs to change. Now, acquisition calculator. So we want to get down here and we want to look at what are you currently spending and what are the numbers behind that type of spend and effort that you're currently getting. So we punch all of these in so we can get our outputs and we can look at it with some clarity to know exactly where everything stands. I'd probably have a decent idea of where your booked rate is and your show rate's going to be, your close rate is going to be based upon my experiences, but I think the data obviously gets us more specific. So this would punch in all of your acquisition data. At the bottom would give us our annual projection of closed sales and cash collected. And then at the bottom here, underneath it, we'll have our inputs. What do we think we could do? And really what that would be was just changing the show rates based upon the differences that we would be able to provide you. So the information that you can go implement on your own, and then your close rate. So if we got your show rate up, to 67% and a close rate to 33%, what would that look like? And then that would give us our numbers so that you can see the comparisons here at the bottom of how much monthly revenue is being left on the table, how much annual revenue is being left on the table, how can we help you recover that, etc. And then looking at the monthly comparisons of ad spend. So what you're currently doing, what we'd be able to do for you head to head, and then what the differences would be. Again, I'm not here to blow smoke. If I don't think I can help, I'm going to tell you I don't think I can help. And I will tell you that in the summaries as well, if your show rate is, 85%, there's not much more I can do to improve your show rate. And I'll just let you know, I'm not here to falsify anything. I'm here to give you realistic expectations of what it would look like to potentially work together. So that is the overview of the acquisition audit. You'd get your own customized link that we would not delete. And if we were to delete it, we would let you know ahead of time. But we would send it to you so you can take this information with you. The goal here is to provide as much information as possible and then let you decide how you'd want to go about implementing it. If you want to work with us, great. If not, totally get it. Not a problem. Take it, implement it yourself. But we want to do this, provide as much value and insight up front as possible, and then see where it goes from there. But if there's any questions, please let me know. And hopefully I get to see you on my calendar soon and we can help you launch your acquisition audit.